the Packers clearly don't have any answers right now, Gilbert. Um, they're 2-4 and falling fast. Excuse me, just lost 3 games in a row. And if you really look, they beat New Orleans. They were down 17-0. They rallied to score 18 points in the second half and won that game. Or they could very easily be 1-5. They beat the Chicago Bears. So they haven't really beaten a quality team. They haven't really played a really quality team yet.
Yeah, they have.
Who?
They
Well,
played.
Detroit. They did.
I'm gonna say Lions is fine. Is coming up to be a quality team. They got
Right.
coaching going on over
And
there.
and they lost to the Lions.
Mhm.
So Gilbert, how do you again, you played the game.
Yeah.
Expectations through the roof when you come into camp and you believe in your heart or you wouldn't be out there
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to the next level. You don't come out there and say, even though we don't have Aaron Rodgers anymore, we're going to be a 500 team. You can't. You believe that when you come that you're going to be, one of the top teams in the league, right?
Every training camp, everybody's goal is Super Bowl. Everybody's goal. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's soul searching time for us, man. It's soul searching time. Either we can go in the tank or we can pull ourselves out and make this a respectable season.
So here's what I think they should be doing. And again, this is just from a graying talk show host, right?
Yeah.
Here's what they should be doing. They should be bringing in guys like you, veterans,
Mm-hmm.
and having you guys talk to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Who would know better than you guys, right?
You
I
right.
mean, but am I right or wrong?
You're right. Because
Bring in.
you got a lot of young guys on that team that just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then again, also Earl, I like that, but it's also going back to the basics of the fundamentals of football that we're not doing.
But Gilbert, if you buy into the fact that it's the fundamentals that you're not doing, then somebody needs to be fired because you're in practice all of that time. And it's hard for me to believe that you're saying they still don't understand the fundamentals of the game.
It's the corrections, Earl. That we're not fixing the corrections. All we're doing is putting band-aids on things that you shouldn't put band-aids on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I could sit here and dissect some of the problems, and you're watching film all day and you can't see what I see, what does that tell you?
So it's either two things, Gilbert. It's either the player's not good enough or the player's not buying into what it is you're talking about. It's either or.
Or it could be a third, or it could be a third thing.
Like what? What's the third thing?
Being able to control and manage your team, being able to make the tough calls. That means if somebody got to sit down, somebody got to sit down. If somebody got to come up, somebody got to come up.
You don't care if he's your star player.
So you got to shake it up, man. You got to shake it up. You got to make things happen.
So, I mean, they got to produce on each level. Each one of them, with all the coaches they have, I'm sure that, and they got people monitoring everything, watching statistics of the players and what they're doing, and so they got to look at them individually as well, right?
Yeah, because here's the thing that people don't understand. If LaFleur don't change something, he can lose his job, just like anybody else. So he got to really start sitting down and dissecting his team and making moves and changes in practice, play calling. Something's got to change for this team to get on top.
So let me ask you, phone lines open at 844-967-2789. Let me ask you, Gilbert. Everybody knows they're the youngest team in the league.
Yep.
So they got a lot of young players. They knew when they made the decision to go with young players that they were going to be in a situation like this. The NFL is a learning experience. You know, you play the game. When you came in as a rookie, uh, you certainly weren't as good as you were after you had played some seasons. How important is that experience?
Earl, you said something that's very intriguing when you started after the break. If I was sitting in that chair at a team meeting, and let's say, God rest his soul, Bart Starr walks into that meeting room,
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
that tradition, that knowledge that he has needs to be spoken to these young guys. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
You see what I'm saying? You when you broke up, when you started this conversation off the break, you opened you lit a light in my head. It was like, damn, Earl is right. These young cats, if this is a rebuilding year or whatever it is, they need to understand the tradition of the Green Bay Packers
Right.
and why we set that bar so high and why y'all need to reach up and grab it. They need to know that.
Hey, man, to me, it just makes sense. And unless they're afraid, the
And
coaches.
here it is. I'm sorry to cut you off, Earl, but here
No,
it is right there. Even the coaches need to hear it because they don't know.
they don't know. Right. Right.
They don't know the tradition of the Green Bay Packers.
You know, man. But one of the reasons I would think, Gilbert, that they probably won't do it is because they don't feel as if anybody else should be able to motivate these players other than themselves. And clearly they can't do it. I mean, if they were able to motivate them, they wouldn't be 2-6, 2-4. So
At least give them a different perspective, Earl.
So Gilbert walks into
I
the
ain't gonna pull
line
no
meeting.
punches.
No,
I ain't
I'm
gonna
just
pull
saying.
no punches.
I know Gilbert walks into the line meeting. Hey, you ever hear Reggie White? I played with him. You ever hear Santana Dotson? I played with him. Look, these are guys, when you talk about historically the best people who've ever played the game, they wore this green and gold, right? Now, either that, Gilbert, or you got the same coach saying, listen, we got to be better. We got to be better. That's not working, right? I mean, come on, man. They got their heads down.
They say talk is cheap, man. Action is another thing. And when you walk into a place like that, you got to set the tone. The tone needs to be set, and it has to be set to where it lasts the whole season of what you spitting at these guys. You know
Well, you know, go ahead, Gilbert. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, man. It's right there, man. And sometimes being able to sit and listen,
right,
is key.
I just can't believe throughout the whole training camp and all of that they wouldn't bring you guys in.
Maybe they said they don't need no help like that. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, I think that's kind of what it is. But it's because they're blinded because they want to make sure they're in control. And bringing in veterans to talk with younger players is not, to me, it's not them losing control over anything. It enhances.
I'm gonna tell you this, Earl. When we was making our run, and Ray Nitschke would come in the locker room, sit down by me. He just came and sat down right by me, stuck his hand out. It was like shaking a brick. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there in awe, but then he started spitting the game. Hey, this is how it's got to be. This is what you guys need to do. This is where you got to carry the torch. This is how you be a Green Bay Packer. It's different from being a Chicago Bear. It's different from being a Minnesota Viking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand.
That type of talk, man. If it don't fire you up internally to push you through the full season, then you dead.
So, Gilbert, that has to come from the man in charge. That has to come from LaFleur. Or do you think the bosses above them?
Mike Murphy and all them guys?
Yeah.
No. Mark Murphy, I'm sorry. No, somebody got to do it.
Yeah, they got to be
but
motivated.
then again, LaFleur got to accept it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got
Well,
to.
but Gilbert, you're the fan base is starting to get frustrated. I mean, the fan base is still going to be there, but they are getting frustrated. Now, I'm reading some stuff, and you could say, well, they knew we were going to be young, but the fan base ain't accepting that. We knew you were going to be young. They're looking for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, they are, brother. I mean, it's just so many things, man, that you can point out that the fans are not seeing, and really analyze and break down this team.
Okay, but so what the fan sees, Gilbert, and what the fans keep doing is saying Jordan Love is the problem.
Jordan Love is not the problem.
Okay, so just for the sake of the audience
you got to give this
understanding,
you got to give this guy a chance. Just like you gave Brett Favre a chance his first year. Just like you gave Aaron Rodgers a chance. He is a 4-year rookie. Right now.
Yeah, right.
He's a 4-year rookie right now. There is nothing like a full season in there and the full battles trying to learn and be. He needs this to be better for next year. He needs it. And we gotta step up and get behind him. I mean, when they see him talk about the second string quarterback and the third string quarterback, what you think gonna change? These boys ain't never played a full season in the NFL. Period.
Well, they want
games.
They're talking about a rookie that's behind Jordan Love, and they want to see him come in, and they want to see him replace Jordan Love, as if somehow that rookie is going to come in, Gilbert, and be better than Jordan Love. Ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I mean, he's not going to be better than Love.
This boy does not have an S on his chest. No, this kid needs to sit down and learn.
So, yes, because the NFL, as you always say, not for long, right? And no quarterback. And then I was listening to some people saying, well, they're younger quarterbacks than Jordan Love. They come in as rookies, and they're playing better than Jordan Love. And you say what to that?
He's a 4-year player with rookie status. He coming in just like they did now. You understand what I'm saying? He got 4 years. He got 4 years of learning under his belt, though, which should push him a little bit over the top. But he's still a rookie right now, playing a full season.
You know, Gilbert, and I watch him, and they don't put him always. LaFleur doesn't put him always in the best position.
Thank you.
He is not ever going to be, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to be there.
No, we don't want him to be. We want him to be Jordan Love. Period.
All right, listen, we got to go to break. 844-967-2789 is the number. Under the Helmet with the Grave Digger on the Earl Ingram Show. You can join us. We'll be right back.